Can you support feminism and men's rights at the same time? Are men's issues taken seriously enough? Can a woman earn more than her husband without it affecting the relationship? It's your girl, Pretty Kavata, and this is the Hot Seat Diaries podcast where we express our opinions truthfully, boldly, and without any fear. So let's get right into today's episode.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Grab your coffee, settle in, here we go. Turn the volume up, let's start the chat. We're talking about this and we're talking about that.
Let me start. This morning, I was watching a podcast on YouTube. It's called the Honest Bunch podcast. It's a Nigerian podcast. And if you're someone that loves TikTok and you love scrolling, you've definitely come across this girl called Sunflower Chidera. This girl is such an intellect. One thing we can agree on, she's an intellect, she's smart, she's eloquent, very well spoken, her points are well put together. I mean, we are going to give her that for sure. We cannot agree to everything that she says, but I love the fact that she's so confident and so eloquent. And so, on this podcast, they were discussing about feminism versus men's rights. As you know, this topic never runs out of opinions. And I listened to the podcast. I didn't get to finish it because it's like 2 hours, but I found myself asking a lot of questions. And the one question that I found myself asking mostly is the problem feminism or men's rights? Or is it that we've turned every disagreement into a gender war where men want to express that they are more oppressed than women, and where women want to say they are more oppressed than men? It's like we are competing on who is more oppressed than the other. So on this episode, I am going to be expressing my opinions on what I think when it comes to the feminism and men's rights. As you know, patriarchy will never run out, so we better catch up with it. I am no feminist. I am no misandrist. I just have opinions. I mean, how can I lack an opinion? How? So yeah, let me express my opinion. As we all know, feminism is geared towards advocating equal rights and opportunities for women as well as men. But you know, like for the patriarchy, the was, is, and will still be, whether we like it or not, the man has been the leader. He has been the one that holds the most power when it comes to economic rights, cultural rights, political rights, and so on. After listening to this conversation of feminism and men's rights, I came up with some questions and some statements that I'm gonna give my opinions on. And the first one was, can a woman earn more than her husband without it affecting the relationship? And I think, yeah, it's in this time and era where we are both like empowered. The woman is empowered, the man is empowered. We both have jobs. If my man earns less, I don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's a problem, honestly, because we all want equal rights, right? So if a man earns higher than me, that's okay with me. If I earn higher than my man, he should be okay with it, as long as we have an agreement on how to like split the bills and do life. Because at the end of the day, if you wanna be in this thing called relationship or marriage, it's something where you have to agree and disagree on some things and compromise on some things. So I don't think someone earning higher is really a problem. The same way I think, like, if a woman is more learned and more of an intellect and more of an ambitious woman, the man shouldn't be intimidated. They should try to catch up. The same way when women date men that are above them, they try to catch up. I mean, like, tuache tu mambo mingi of sijui who is more oppressed than the other, or who is suffering more than the other. Like if you decide to do this thing, you just be ready for whatever. Is modern feminism helping or hurting relationships? Advocating for equal rights between men and women, is it hurting or like really helping? I think it has two sides. Depending on how you view it and what's your intention, you're gonna argue it differently. But I will say that I think it's helpful because there are things women are so good at. Women who are learned, ambitious, and who are intellect, there's so many things they can do that men cannot do. As well as men who are like intellect and ambitious as well. Like they just have to find a striking balance because at the end of the day, we're here now. The girl child is empowered, the man is empowered as well. There's nothing we can do. You only need to find the same one. Mwenye anafikiria vizuri, you know? But it's a free world. There are those who think that the modern feminism is hurting more rather than like helpful. I really don't know about that, but I think there a balance can always be found if people want things to work. Are men's issues taken seriously enough? By that, it's like mental health and them not expressing themselves. I think the only reason men are afraid of expressing themselves more than women is because of their ego. Mm. You guys want to say that your issues are not taken seriously, yet you guys are the barrier. Like if you're going through something and you've tried and you've tried and you've tried, seek help. Kwa nini unataka kujisumbua, kujistress? Seek help. I mean, please. Can we just have some ego death when it comes to men? Because I think it's not that your issues are not really well addressed. You guys are just not as outspoken as women, and that's why it feels like your issues are really suppressed. So I think as a man, ukijaribu ikatae, you try and find help somewhere else. Get it? And should gender roles disappear completely? What is gender roles in this time and era? Wait, like, so now by gender roles, it's like now the woman is supposed to be the one who cooks, the one who cleans, the one who wakes up early in the morning, prepares tea for the husband before they go to work, and makes sure their clothes are ironed. And she's still gonna do the same things and go to work. I think hapa kuna two dynamics. If you're in a relationship or like you're married to someone that is not working and they're okay being a housewife and being submissive and you're entirely the provider, then trust me, man, you're entitled to the woman doing all these things in the house. But if you guys are in a dynamic where both of you are working, then that changes everything. You either hire someone that can do these things for you, or like you strike a balance where if I can't do this today, then you can do this. Or like I'm gonna be doing this today and you're gonna be doing this, or like I'll be doing this and you'll be doing that. Because if both of you are working, then I want to imagine that both of you mnatoka job when you're tired and like everybody akona stress from their job and everybody wants to accomplish something that their boss say they should do. So where do chagoni lako, you know? Choose your hard. If you want to be that wife who does all the house chores, I think it's also a beautiful thing wanting to be a wife who just stays at home and does all these things for the man because they're entirely the provider. And by that, the man should be providing fully. Like if I gonna lack anything, gonna get for you to like be that house kind of wife doing all the duties in the house. But if you choose as a man or as a woman, if you choose this side where both of you are working, then I think gender roles should just die completely. Can you support feminism and men's rights at the same time? I think you can. Because we've all agreed that we are not equal. We could advocate for the same rights, like when it comes to culture, politics, and everything, but biology itself just shows us that we're not equal. So I think you can support feminism and men's rights at the same time with logic. What's one expectation society places on your gender that you'd like to change? I think in this time and era, when it comes to marriage and having kids, it's a decision that you have to make that is not tied to any societal expectations or patriarchy, because we are learned, we are exposed. Si kama in the 19th centuries, as a woman right now, you decide what you want. You don't have to do something out of pressure. If I want to get married, I have accepted the hierarchy of marriage, and I am going to live by that and support that. If I take this other side where now we are like more feminists and misandrists, and now we are so empowered that we and men want to be equal, then you're gonna take that path. You wanna have kids, you don't wanna have kids, that's on you. So I think that right now is not a pressure. Shouldn't be a pressure at all. You should just make a decision depending on the amount of information you have, and depending on how you view your highest self. But just do it with an open mind. Yeah. I think there's so much that can actually be argued when it comes to like patriarchy, feminism, and men's rights. And I think this conversation will be striking when like I have people that have opinions that I can concur or like disagree with. I think I'm gonna find people to do this episode with, people that we are not on the same page, like they want this and me I want this, and see how that goes, because I love conversations around feminism, men's rights, and patriarchy, because it just makes me think deeper about what I want, and like, yeah, gives me so many insights. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. And let's see. I think I'm gonna leave you guys with this question. What's one expectation society places on your gender that you'd like to change? Whether you're a man or a woman, what would you like to change? That the society has put so much pressure on your gender. Yeah. Until next time. Bye.